Hey, what's up everyone? It's Black Friday, one of the biggest sales of the year. There's gonna be a lot of deals online between today and Cyber Monday. I made a video kind of like this for Labor Day that you guys seem to be stoked on, so I figured I'd make one for this weekend as well. And my goal with this video is to highlight gear that I have personal experience with that's going for a good deal right now and still has good sizing available, not just like extra smalls or like 162 wides and just random sizes like that. So I think I found a pretty good collection of things. I hope you guys are stoked on it. And before we jump into the video, I do want to let you know that all of this gear will be linked in the description below if you want to check it out in more detail. And if you plan to do any shopping online, you can use those links to support the channel at no additional cost to you. Really appreciate it. Let's get into the video. All right, let's start off with some base layers. The first thing I want to highlight is the Air Blaster Ninja Suit. I've had this particular one myself for the last 5 years. It's held up really well. It's a very well thought out base layer. This particular one is synthetic, but it does come in merino options as well. They make it in men's, women's, and kids versions. And if you're looking for something warm or you run cold, this is going to be a great option. It's about as warm as it gets when it comes to base layers, going for a little over $40 off right now. And when it comes to base layers, I'm an advocate for going merino wool for anything that touches the skin if possible. It's a little more expensive to go wool, but I think the benefits are worth it. They're naturally antimicrobial, so if you're on a trip or you just can't wash your base layer every day after riding, they're not gonna get smelly so fast. They do a great job wicking moisture, and they're gonna keep you warm even if they get a little bit wet, like if you're hiking or doing something where you're sweating a little bit. So definitely worth switching to wool in my opinion. And while Smart Wool and Mons Royal and some other brands do make some really great products, I think the most affordable way to get into it is with the Evo in-house brand. I've been running these for the last couple of seasons. I've put hundreds of days on them and they've held up really well. And both the pants and the shirts are on sale right now. So check those out if you're trying to switch over to merino wool. I think merino socks are going to be a good investment as well. Just like base layers, they're going to be a little more expensive, but I found some Stance Merinos still available in every size, going for about 15 bucks right now. So I thought that was a pretty good deal for you guys as well. And I think I'm actually going to pick some of these up also. I also want to highlight the helmet that I wear. I've been running the Sandbox Classic 2.0 for about 10 years. There is going to be a Board Archive signature model coming next season, but if you're looking for a helmet this season, I noticed it was on a bit of a sale right now. They have the regular and the MIPS version available, both on sale. For gloves, I want to highlight the Oyuki Haru Gore-Tex mitt. I wore this mitt in a bunch last season. It's a great one for those warmer days, and you're still going to get that Gore-Tex waterproofing, going for about half off right now. And there's also a small discount on the Oyuki Tamashi mitten, which I've worn for the last 4 years. Super solid throughout the entire season and going to give you that Gore-Tex waterproofing as well. And as far as outerwear goes, I didn't really find a ton of stuff that was going for a large discount, but there was a couple things I wanted to highlight. First is these 686 bibs. I've spent a decent amount of time on these already. I think they're really well thought out and they're stretch Gore-Tex, so they're gonna be comfortable and you're gonna get that Gore-Tex waterproofing. And I just like the style on them as well with the different texture fabric on the knees, as well as these Volcom stretch Gore-Tex pants. I've ran these for a whole season. They're really solid. I think anytime you can get that stretch Gore-Tex comfort, it's always a good choice. You're gonna get that Volcom quality, and they're going for about $100 off right now. Still available in every size. I also wanna highlight some goggles, and I think this is one of the best deals I found overall. This is one of my go-to budget goggles at the original price, and it's going for half off right now. So for 75 bucks, you're gonna get the Smith Chroma Pop lenses with a bonus lens. So if you're looking for goggles on a budget, this is definitely a solid one to check out today. And if you're looking for something else goggle wise, maybe some Oakleys, maybe some Annons, maybe some different Smith goggles, my friends over at SportRx are having 15% off their entire website, so you can get those higher end goggles for a bit of a deal over there as well. All right, let's get into the best part of the video now. Let's jump into some snowboards. So pretty much all Capita boards are gonna be 10% off anywhere you look, but some places are sold out. And the first one I wanna highlight is the Capita Super DOA, one of my favorites on the Capita lineup, a great all mountain freestyle board, really, really versatile, one of my do-it-all favorites. Still available in pretty much every size over at Evo, going for 10% off. Another one I want to highlight is the Capita Pathfinder Reverse Camber. This is the board that replaced the Horoscope if you were a fan of that one. It's a great beginner choice or like a mellower jibby kind of park board if you're a more experienced rider. Going for $386 on both Evo and Backcountry today. Still available in pretty much every size. I also found the Capita Ultrafear available in most of the popular sizes. This was one of my favorite park boards from the reviews last year. It's a really solid all-arounder, so if you're on the market for a new freestyle board, this is definitely a really fun one to check out. They've also got the Outsiders available in most sizes. If you're looking for something a little stiffer, a little more aggressive, more of a jump leaning freestyle board, this is going to be a good one to check out. As well as another one of my favorites on the Capita lineup, the Navigator. This is like a free ride, all mountain kind of board. It's gonna come through with a lot of stability. It's gonna float well in powder. It has a very damp, energetic, and responsive feel to it. So if you're looking for something to explore the whole resort with more of a free ride approach, this could be a good one to check out. They've still got a lot of sizes available on both Backcountry and Evo, but I think you're gonna get a little bit of a better deal on Backcountry. There's still quite a few sizes of the Mercury available on Backcountry. It's a really solid, slightly directional all mountain kind of board, as well as the Spring Break Powder Twin available in most of the popular sizes except 156. So if you're looking for like a volume shifted powder twin kind of board, this is definitely a solid one to check out with some nice stability and gonna float well in powder as well with all the surface area you're gonna find on it, considering it's a twin. All right, next we've got the Season Nexus. This is one of my personal favorites from last season. It's a really fun, slightly directional, do-it-all kind of board with a very park-friendly kind of flex. I did talk about it in my top 5 picks video if you want to check that out, but this one's going for about $55 off over the weekend here. So if you're looking for something slightly directional, very versatile for exploring the whole resort, gonna offer a benefit in soft snow, but still very freestyle friendly, this is a really fun one to check out. I also found the Nidecker Merc still had some good sizing available. I think this one is a really great value at MSRP, but you can save about 60 bucks on it right now. Still pretty much every size available, and it's a nice all mountain freestyle kind of board with a pretty manageable flex to it. It's not super aggressive. All right, similar to Capita, pretty much all the Nitro boards are gonna be 10% off as well. And I wanna start off highlighting one of my favorites, the Nitro Slash. Volume shifted, really fun, just all around resort cruiser, gonna float really well in POW, really fun for carving, has a nice energetic, snappy feel to it, and even friendly for some freestyle stuff if you're looking for something like that. And another interesting one I want to highlight is the Nitro Highlander. This one's going for almost $200 off. It's a very high-end board on the Nitro lineup, and I do have a review on it if you want all the details, but the most interesting thing about it is their anti-phase tech. I've never seen that in any other board, and it gives it a very, very damp feel. So if you're looking for like a free ride, all mountain kind of board that's going to do well in soft snow, this could be one to check out, but it is a little more expensive. It's a high-end board with all the tech built into it. We've also got the Nitro Squash still available on Evo in pretty much all the popular sizes. Another really solid directional free ride all mountain kind of board with a more aggressive feel to it. Good for like high speed carving and still has that like fish notch cut out in the tail to help you out in powder and make it a little more maneuverable in soft snow. As well as the Nitro Beast over on Backcountry still has all the main sizes available. This is going to be a more aggressive park board, definitely more jump leaning for you more experienced riders looking for something with a lot of stability and a nice poppy feel to it. And the last board I want to call out is the Nitro Cheap Thrills. It's going to be a good beginner option, going to be good for just learning the fundamentals of riding in the park, or it could be a really fun kind of jib focused board as well if you're looking for something like that. Pretty much every size still around over on Backcountry. Still a few more things worth calling out. So similar to Capita, pretty much all Union bindings are going to be 10% off as well. Even the Union Ultra, brand new for 22-23. This is going to be my personal binding for the year. Really solid freestyle binding, but I'm going to use it as kind of an all-arounder. And my favorite feature on it is how damp it is, but I'm going to have a review on this one dropping pretty soon. There's also pretty much every size and every color available for the Union Flight Pro, which is my go-to budget binding recommendation. Comes in at a really solid price already, but you can save even a little bit more this weekend if you're looking for more of a budget binding. And the last couple things I want to call out are some accessories over on Amazon I thought some of you might be interested in. Personally, I like to ride with music, and I've been running the AirPod Gen 2 for the last several years. I use those because of the tap functionality. They got rid of that with the Gen 3s, and they're on sale for half off right now. So I'm probably going to pick up a pair of these for myself. Figured I'd share that with you guys as well. And if any of you make videos as well, you know how important storage is. I use the SanDisk solid state drive right here whenever I'm traveling or anytime I need to transfer data quickly. And the 1 and 2 terabyte options are going for a good deal as well. All right, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys were able to get some good deals this weekend. Don't forget to use the links in the description if you can, if you're doing shopping online. Drop a like if you got some value. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Let me know what you think about all this stuff down in the comments. I appreciate all you guys. We'll see you in a new video soon.